In 2006, Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy VII was released for the PlayStation 2, and it was the first shooter game in the Final Fantasy series, and to my knowledge, I think it's the only one, but if you exclude the Final Fantasy VII Remake Barrett sections. But they had a lot of problems behind the scene, if you can imagine, with with the challenges it would bring. Playing as Vincent Valentine, which is pretty cool. This game takes place 3 years after the events of Final Fantasy VII, so you do also get some. You get to go to Calm, and you get to go to other areas from Final Fantasy VII, and Kate Sith and Reeves does make an appearance as well, which is really, really cool. Vincent is badass, and the game was released to middling reviews, basically. I remember picking it up back in the day and playing through it, and I actually quite liked it. The shooting is a bit wishy-washy and wank, and the melee combat is fine. But what I really liked was the story, and it was just a hodgepodge of ideas which came together in an entertaining-ish way. You know, it's definitely got some jank, but I can look past it because I am a massive Final Fantasy VII fan. So, in all honesty, I kind of give it a bit of a pass because of that. But I completely, I understand. But like I said, the game focuses on Vincent Valentine, and he's targeted by a secret, mysterious organization called Deep Ground, and they want to awaken a creature known as Omega to destroy the planet because they're evil and they're idiots for some reason. But yeah, so it's not too serious of a story and whatnot, but. Excuse me. I'll tell you what, these colds these days, ever since COVID, colds just hit you and they do not go away. But yeah, like I said, so you get Kate Sith. He's also playable for a single level, which is pretty cool. And you get given certain objectives within stages, and there are role-playing elements, and you do collect potions and Phoenix Downs and whatnot. And Vincent's gun, the Cerberus itself, you can equip it with different barrels, scopes, materia, that kind of stuff again, which is pretty cool. So you can do that. You can buy things from jukebox shops and whatnot. You can also equip Vincent with other guns like machine guns and etc. as well, and a rifle called Hydra, which is also pretty sweet. It's not a bad game. It's gotten a bad rap over the years, and a lot of Final Fantasy VII purists do hate it. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy VII. The original game is my favourite game of all time, coupled with the remake and rebirth. Fantastic all round. But I wouldn't consider myself a purist. I think this game is it's worth a bash. I think you can pick it up quite cheap physically if you're a game collector, and if not, then like me, you can get a backup copy of it, and you can just play through it that way if you so choose. The voice acting is quite fine. There's some pretty cool cutscenes, and like I said, Vincent is really badass in it as well. There's some pretty cool moments within the story and the gameplay which do break it up, and of course with boss fights, and a lot of enemy types as well are you'll recognize them from Final Fantasy VII. And interestingly also, this does take place 1 year after the events of Advent Children, because Advent Children is considered canonical. So once again, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy VII. Have you heard about it? Have you ever checked it out? Please let me know in the comments down below, and please don't immediately crap on the game if you haven't tried it. It's actually not a bad game. I completed it back in the day, and hopping back on it now to capture some footage for it, I actually had a pretty good time playing through it, and I probably think I'm going to continue on and just complete the game once again. But please let me know what you think down below, and as always, thank you very much for watching.